Recording going. How's everything going? You guys good?
Yeah, going well. How about you?
It's all good. I could say it's probably going pretty good after the stretch you guys have been on, and I guess that's where we could just start going back to last Thursday. To have such a tight game in the closing minutes. How good was it to see the team finish and come away with a victory?
Yeah, it was. I was really happy for the team. Paige fouled out with about 4 minutes to go, and so that was a kind of a gut check moment right there, just to see who would be able to step up and who would be able to help us win the game. And Nia Stewart slid over, played the one as best she could, and had some contributions. Deshelle Terry hit a big three, and defensively we just kind of clamped down the stretch. So was really happy for the kids to get the win.
Yeah, Stewart has been just playing so well over this stretch. Just what have you seen out of her that has kind of helped her take that game to the next level?
Well, her confidence right now is very high. She's making shots, which helps anybody, but it helps her kind of in other areas. I think when she makes shots, gets her going. But she's been consistently one of our best leaders all year. She's a vocal presence. She's a tough kid. And so, she's kind of getting some of the reward. Unfortunately, she's having to play the one for us. Ashanti Eden's out hurt right now, and Paige, can't play 40 minutes a game. So Nia's sliding over and doing the best she can. But yeah, she's really turned it on the last few weeks. And but like I say, she's been consistently leading this group, for the whole year. So it's nice for her to get, the flowers, in the games now where other people can kind of see her success happen.
No Eden, like you said, Paige, like you said, it can't play the whole game, but the bench has been contributing. Just what have you liked out of your bench? Just having that faith that you could put anyone in, and the contributions will continue.
Yeah, next player mentality. Deshelle Terry brings age. She's a fifth-year kid. Kalina Foster brings the freshman adage of ignorance is bliss. There are times that she's out there and just doing the best she can. Our backup bigs, I brought Lolly off the bench for quite a while. She's now started lately, which has put Dayla Allen back to a bench role. But she and Tiana Vaught both are really stepping up in those positions in the post and helping us out. It really helped us out Saturday against a really good post player. So, yeah, I mean, our rotation's, about 9 strong right now. And I think the role kids feel like they're really contributing. We're not asking them to go stand in a quarter and watch the 2 better players make all the plays. And so when the ball is being shared, it just kind of gives people a little bit more pride in their ability to help out and contribute and play. And so right now, knock on wood, that's a really good phase for us to be in. And yeah, the bench is really contributing.
And then take me back to Saturday. From what I saw, it just looked like a team that's just playing with more confidence than we've seen for a lot of this season.
Yeah, the poise was there. After that one, I did say to the group that it looks like we know how to win games now. Rather than hoping and making some plays that looked a little timid. I didn't see any of those on Saturday, even when they made their pushes and their runs at us. I think that our team had a really strong mindset that we were going to win that game from start to finish. And again, you come out of a St. Edwards game where your best player goes down or fouls out, and you're able to show some resiliency and finish it. I feel that really helped us, and gradually, again, just our confidence continues to improve. And so, this is a huge week for us, and we hope that stays true.
Yeah, just how is the team feeling after that 4 game, just win streak, the stretch you guys are on? Are you noticing, just more excitement, more confidence in practice, just more trusting their abilities?
Yeah, I think the comment I made last night was, winning doesn't solve things, it hides them, right? And so, a lot of teams you can win and it can hide your blemishes, or your faults. This group, I don't really see a whole lot of winning covering up or overshadowing the negatives. I think this group really is starting to believe in itself. I showed them a clip yesterday before practice of Riley Hayes hitting a 3 at the end of a quarter at St. Mary's, and the bench running out to greet her, and just really showing what kind of chemistry we now have, what kind of support we're now giving each other. The winning has helped that, sure. Success breeds success, right? But I think that the group as a whole is really excited about where we're going and just happy with how things are going, and they deserve this. They've worked really hard. It's been a really long year, and so it's nice for me to be able to watch them kind of enjoy it, have success, and celebrate each other.
After this stretch, it's looking more likely that March basketball will happen for you guys. Is that something you guys talk about, or is it just one game at a time and the rest of the results will take care of themselves?
Both. I've said multiple times when we make the playoffs, right? And I've talked to them from the beginning of the year about mindset. I'm a big cliche guy, right? So I don't like, I've told them we're not sparring partners, we're not practice dummies, we're out here to win games and actually do our own thing. And I think that some of that mindset took some shifting, took some turning, but again, when you're able to win games, it's able to produce more success and more confidence. And so, yeah, that's a goal. I asked him on Saturday after Saturday's game, I said, how many in this room have been to the playoffs? And 2 hands went up. So, that's exciting for me to watch them kind of see it in our grasp now. 4 games to go, 4 huge games. I don't see them overlooking anything. And I do see us continuing to be process-based and day by day. But yeah, that's I address all the elephants in the room pretty much all the time. And it's important for me to make sure that things are out on the table in the right way and communicated in the right way with the right level of confidence and amount of confidence, but also, giving it its just due. I mean, these 2 games this week are going to be very difficult. Next week we go back on the road for 2 more really tough ones. We finish the year against a team that's currently first in conference standing. So, in 2 days from now, we're playing Angelo's, lost 3 games. They're 8-3 in league. We have some really tall challenges between now and the end of February. And so, yeah, it's something that we've talked about. I wouldn't say we do it all the time, but it's also something that it should take care of itself if we continue to go day by day.
Speaking of Angelo, what challenges do they present Thursday, and what's it going to take to keep the winning going?
They're very athletic. They move the ball up the floor very fast. They're a transition-based team. If you don't get back and stop them early and make them run half-court stuff, they will beat you. They have a 5-player who is the longer, probably more long and athletic kid than we've played in quite a while. Coach Ellis does a tremendous job. We used to scrimmage her when she was at Wayland Baptist and I was in New Mexico State. We would scrimmage her each year. She's done a tremendous job with the Wayland Baptist program, put them on the map nationally at the NAIA level. Now she's at a place with a lot of resources. She's going to be tremendous there. She too is in her first year, but she's done just a terrific job. They have a kid on the wing, Sawyer Lloyd, who can really play. Kid can really go, and she's not even when they're leading scorer. So I think that they're balanced. I think that they're longer than they're athletic. They're going to be ready. So what it's going to take for us is really, I just don't think we can get comfortable, right? So we're home. We've won 4 in a row. There are some pitfalls here that can possibly happen. And so, sometimes my intensity is not terribly well received, but there are times that it's necessary. And I just really think that we need to dial in and lock in right now. Today's a really important practice. Tomorrow's an important practice. It's going to be a really good basketball game if we can get back on defense and flatten them out. If we can't, they're going to run circles around us. And that's anybody. That's anybody in our league. They're that good in the open court. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how our kids respond to that.
And then this weekend, first senior day for you, just what is that like for you? You didn't get to watch these girls over the last 4 years, but just getting to spend the year with them and take them through their final year with the Lions.
Yeah, that's a great question. I haven't really reflected on it yet. Anytime you're able to celebrate the kids, it's a great moment. And regardless of the amount of time that you've had with them, just having a chance to share their journey with them, their process with them is an honor. I used to be at the junior college level for a long time. I had those kids for 2 years, maybe less, a lot of 1-year kids. Um, Basketball seasons in themselves can feel like an eternity. So, the general idea of a 2-year span or even a 1-year span, I feel like this is definitely dog years this year, a pandemic 1-year span. So, yeah, we've been through the majority of a really difficult season together. I've seen them grow. They're still getting better as basketball players, even coming down the stretch of their careers. And Lolly started an internship this semester that she really likes. You get to watch each kid kind of develop into their own personality and their own identity as they go through college and finish it. So yeah, the reflecting part will probably hit me when we're going through the actual ceremony. But I'm proud of them. They've really done a tremendous job of over time buying in and putting this team in position. Paige and Lolly, obviously huge factors to our on-court success. But Deshelle Terry has had a really up and down year. And right now she's on the up. And so I'm excited about that and happy to be able to celebrate them and kind of share them with our home crowd on Saturday.
Awesome. I think that takes care of it. Appreciate your time once again, Coach.
Absolutely. Thanks for the support. Have a great week.
Of course, you too. Good luck Thursday and Saturday, and we'll talk next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Thanks, Justin.